When you think of the 1950s, what comes to mind? Maybe the rise of rock and roll, the start of the space race, or those iconic black and white family dinners around the television. But there's another 1950s legacy that sneaks into our lives every day, often without us even realizing it. The brands that began or boomed during that decade, and somehow, they're still with us now. Today, we're diving into the hidden history behind some of these 1950s brands. Not just the names on a can or a label, but the stories, the struggles, and the sparks of innovation that gave birth to household staples we might take for granted. It's a trip back to a time when the world was rebuilding and dreaming big, and how those dreams shaped the brands around us. The 1950s, innovation meets opportunity. The 1950s marked a pivotal moment in history, characterized by a wave of optimism and rapid change. After the hardships of World War II, economies experienced unprecedented growth, fueling technological advancements and consumer enthusiasm. Families enjoyed rising disposable incomes, and supermarkets became bustling hubs of variety and convenience. The era embraced the idea of modern convenience, reshaping everyday life. Brands that thrived during this period did more than just sell products. They embodied the spirit of progress and hope. They promoted an aspirational lifestyle, symbolizing a brighter, more prosperous future for all. To truly understand these brands' success, it's essential to look beyond slogans and logos and recognize the cultural shifts and human efforts that made them resonate deeply with the public, reflecting the optimism and innovation that defined the 1950s. A closer, look at some iconic 1950s brand stories. Coca-Cola. It's easy to assume Coca-Cola has always been the global giant it is today. While the brand was already well established by the 1950s, that decade marked a significant turning point in its history. Coca-Cola shifted from merely promoting a refreshing beverage to positioning itself as a symbol of happiness, community, and American spirit. During this era of post-war optimism, the company launched the famous "It's the Real Thing" campaign, which truly gained momentum in the 1950s. This campaign targeted a younger generation eager for social connection and shared experiences. Coca-Cola became more than just a drink. It became a cultural icon representing togetherness and joy. The emotional connection fostered through advertising, sponsorships, and the iconic glass bottle helped cement Coca-Cola's place in everyday life. That legacy of emotional resonance continues today, with the brand still evoking feelings of nostalgia and unity across generations. McDonald's. Today, McDonald's is synonymous with fast food, golden arches, quick service, and a menu that's familiar worldwide. But in the 1950s, McDonald's was just a small drive-in restaurant in San Bernardino, California. The story of McDonald's truly took off when Ray Kroc joined the company in 1954. His vision was revolutionary: to bring speed, consistency, and a new way of dining to America. Kroc introduced the assembly line approach to burger making, which drastically increased efficiency and set the stage for rapid expansion. His focus on standardized quality and service transformed McDonald's from a local eatery into a fast food empire. The 1950s marked the beginning of a hustle and ambition that would eventually make McDonald's a global phenomenon, shaping the modern fast food culture we recognize today. This era laid the foundation for a brand built on innovation, convenience, and a universal appeal. Levi's jeans. Levi's is a brand many associate with rugged workwear, but the 1950s were pivotal in transforming it into a symbol of youth rebellion and cultural identity. Although Levi's was founded earlier, it was during this decade that jeans became more than just durable clothing for laborers. They evolved into a fashion statement, especially among America's youth, exemplified by icons like James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause. Jeans became a badge of youthful defiance and independence, representing a new attitude of self-expression. Levi's capitalized on this cultural shift with clever marketing campaigns and by standing for authenticity and durability, traits that resonated strongly with a generation craving individuality. This transformation cemented Levi's as a symbol of American spirit and rebellion, a legacy that endures today as a staple of casual style and cultural expression. Panasonic. While Panasonic is widely recognized today as a leading technology company, its roots in the 1950s were in consumer electronics that brought modern convenience into everyday homes. During this decade, the company launched radios, televisions, and household appliances that were increasingly affordable and essential for post-war families. The timing was perfect. People were eager for modern comforts, and Panasonic was ready to deliver. Their innovations helped shape how Americans experienced their homes, making entertainment and household management more accessible. The 1950s marked a significant era of technological progress, and Panasonic played a key role in that transformation. Their work laid the groundwork for the smart, connected homes of today, demonstrating how innovation can change daily life and shape cultural habits. Why these brands endured and what that tells us. One striking pattern is how these brands tapped into more than just products. They responded to social changes, cultural moods, and technological breakthroughs that shaped the era. While they evolved over time to stay relevant, their roots, the authentic spirit that initially defined them, remained solid and true. This delicate balance between innovation and maintaining a core identity is essential to their ongoing relevance and longevity. Another key reason for their endurance is their ability to forge deep emotional connections with consumers. Whether it's the feeling of sharing a Coke at a family picnic, slipping into a pair of Levi's that feel uniquely personal, or turning on a television that brought families together, these brands became woven into our personal stories. They transcended mere products and became symbols of shared experiences, hopes, and cultural moments. What the 1950s brands teach us today. Why dig into this now? Because these stories remind us how brands, at their best, aren't just about commerce. They're about culture, connection, and sometimes courage to do things differently. In a world filled with constant change, it's worth remembering that the brands we take for granted had to start somewhere, often in the uncertainty of a changing society, and they succeeded by listening to people and innovating thoughtfully. So next time you pick up a soda, slip on some jeans, or switch on a television, take a moment to appreciate the decades-old journey behind it. Those 1950s brands carry not just products but pieces of history, and a reminder of how human stories shape the things we use every day. Thanks for joining me on this walk down memory lane. If you enjoyed this look into the past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that connect history to our lives today.